Number 16, Crackdown for the Xbox 360. Comes out February 20th.
Crackdown.
Number 15, World of Warcraft expansion, The Burning Crusade. Number 14, actually that fell pretty far, considering.
Because everybody bought it now, they're done.
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying, because, World of Warcraft was number one for
the only people right now that are buying it are the fucking farmers who get caught.
I would have expected that to be number one for, a couple of months. Number 14,
everybody bought it, man, it was done.
Final Fantasy VI for the Game Boy Advance. Number 13, the Xbox 360. Number 12, Diddy Kong Racing for the Nintendo DS. Number 11, Wii Classic Controller. I should just say the names of the games so let you guys guess what system they're for. New Super Mario Brothers.
Nintendo.
The DS, yeah. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas for the PlayStation 3 is number 9.
PS3.
Number 8, Gears of War for the Xbox 360.
360.
All right. I was just kidding. Number 7, Nintendo DS Lite Onyx Black. Number 6.
You ought to make that into a contest, man.
The Legend
we'll list 5 games.
Well, people will just look it up. The Legend of Zelda, The Twilight Princess for the Wii. Number 5, The Sims 2 Seasons Expansion Pack for the PC. Number 4, the Xbox 360 wireless controller. Number 3 is Brain Age for the Nintendo DS. God damn, that should just be like the pack-in.
Why is everybody trying to be smart?
I think it's just people buying it for their kids. This will make you smart. Fuck you, Mom.
You want to play a game? Play this one.
All in a landfill. Yeah.
Then you push your mom out the window.
At this rate, there's no point
one day,
in buying
one day when aliens come to see what took us out and they start excavating our fucking landfills, they're like, there's a bunch of plastic discs in here.
They worship their gods. God Nintendo.
Yeah. Golden M's on every part of their
sacrificial altar. Number 2, the Wii Nunchuck controller. And number 1, the Wii remote controller. So, lots of people buying extra controllers this week. All right, so
it's the biggest It's Valentine's Day, so you got to get your partner.
Brian, why don't you give us that Robotech Battle Cry review?
Robotech Battle Cry is a video game I got for the GameCube. I already reviewed it last week, but Kevin fucked everything up, so I'm going to try to remember after a week-long flu debacle I've been going through. For those of you from the 80s who remember watching Robotech, you're going to be pleasantly happy to see your old buddies on the screen once again and all their glory, because it's drawn exactly the same way it was back in the day, which means for those of you who are around now and used to today's graphics, it looks crummy. There's nothing really special about how the fuck it looks. I mentioned before they did some sort of shading, sort of pixel shading, which pissed everybody off. I don't really understand what the fuck the hubbub was about, but that's something they added to the game. In Robotech, you get to play the pilot, the main guy. I remembered it last week. What the hell's that dude's name?
Rick Hunter.
Rick Hunter.
Main guy.
And you get to play main guy Rick Hunter and his buddy Dick Dastardly. No, I'm just kidding. And you guys, you fly around in a Robotech, which those of you who don't know what a Robotech is, it's like a mech warrior, which can Robotech itself into 3 different things: a fighter jet, a big fighting robot dude, and kind of like a Gundam-looking thing.
Battleoid. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, the battle. Yeah. So you need to be able to do that. Like we just lost Donnie again. There he goes. Oh well, I'll see where we
Yeah, you keep going. I'll get him back.
Yeah. So you need to be able to know which one works for which piece, which is best for you, because you'll need to switch in and out of this during the game. In that respect, if you can get that down to a science, it's not so bad. Like, oddly, it's the big robot guy who you have like the ability to use a sniper's rifle and shit like that. If I got that correctly. The fighter jet, obviously, you use the fighter jet to take on other fighters, stuff like that. But, so as far as, like, robot games go, it's pretty good, man. I mean, it's quick, and sometimes you, like, win, and you're like, oh, well, how the hell did I do that? It's pure fucking luck. Otherwise, it's, especially when you're up against the bosses, because some of the bosses are just fucking insane.
So you like the game?
It was kind of a nice flashback, especially that I was kind of stunned by the fact that the voices, I had to look it up, but it's the same voices that they had in the cartoon. I'm sure they were, just laying around fucking Okinawa. Hey,
Well, I mean, was it original content, or maybe they just reused the voices from the cartoon?
I think
I don't think.
I think it might have been original content in some parts of it, dude. But I mean,
Yeah,
not
that you did a bunch of research on it.
I was gonna say, dude, who are you talking to?
I mean, they didn't have. I didn't hear Min-Mei singing. That's all I cared about, dude.
After my
the first
conversation
moment of
with the
Min-Mei or the first love interest that would have went on, that would have been out of there.
Yeah.
Because that was like the only part. I think that was like Robotech's attempt to get chicks into roped into watching Robotech, but they weren't into that, man. They were watching that My So-Called Life show, which was excellent.
Yeah, My So-Called Life came out in the 90s, though, but all right. I hear what you're saying. You liked the
Yeah.
game, though. You thought it was good, but...
Yeah, it was surprisingly good. I mean, it's GameCube, so it's, very simple to play, and the only thing, it's just kind of tricky. You got to learn which form to take when it comes to fighting certain guys. It's a third-person, shooter for the most part. So if you like Robotech, you'll get a bang out of this game. If you're expecting it to be, like, all gloriously redone with super graphics and shit like that, forget about it, man.
Forget.
Ain't happening. Forget about it.
All right. Don, you want to do a Guitar Hero 2? Are we going to lose him again? He's probably talking and no one can hear him. All right. Maybe we'll get him after. Did you see any movies, Brian?
Yes. I just saw on Sci-Fi Channel last night the new Pumpkinhead movie.
Oh, did you
Lance
really?
Henriksen in it.
Did you watch
it? Was
that?
great. You know what it was about, dude? It was about the Hatfields versus the McCoys. And, they're all supposed to be white trash, yet half of them are models, And I came in like halfway through the end. But it's just like Lance Henriksen's there, and I guess he's like a ghost. And he just like appears every so often and like tells people that you have to do the right thing. You have to do what you need to do in order to take care of this monster. So it was just ridiculous.
Lance Henriksen must need work, man.
I think he does. Yeah, he just enjoys being in crappy movies. It's just like Jesus Christ.
Was it scary? Did you cry?
No, it wasn't remotely scary. I mean, it was, they had some like semi-good effects. Like Pumpkinhead bit this dude's neck almost completely in half, like right out, and like you see the dude's head is like wobbling around. It's like I'm like, okay, that was a pretty cool fucking effect, But they do all like the regular thing where the monster gets in the house and like they just like the grandpa runs over and the whole house is just trash. All the cars are fucking like falling apart and shit. And then he goes over and opens up the gun fucking compartment and pulls out like these just gigantic fucking shotguns that are just fucking, the sort of thing that fucking you went up against the Terminator in the last movie. They're like brand spanking new oiled, they look totally top of the line. Everything else, they're all like fucking rubby clothes and shit, but somehow they manage to get their hands on the fucking all these shotguns. And it's just, and they run up and they shoot 2 rounds, and they run up ammo, and then they charge the thing. And like one dude charges it, and he just gets like ripped in half. So like the next dude charges it. I don't know what he was thinking, He gets ripped in half. It was terrible, man. It was between that and then I watched. The Ghoul, Son of the Ghoul had some TV show that was on, dude. You had to have been there for that. That was great.
Nobody knows who the Ghoul is, though.
Huh?
Nobody knows who the Ghoul is.
No.
Except for us.
No, Son of the Ghoul, man. It was fucking funny. I watched that. That was hysterical. I can't remember the name of the title of the movie.
Don, is your
about Bigfoot.
Is your woman on this phone or something?
It's not that I know of.
You're really bad. Did you reboot before you came on the show?
No.
Maybe you should try. Maybe you should try rebooting your machine. Because I mean, you sound like you sound like a robot. Brian sounds pretty clear, and even though we keep losing you and reconnecting you, I'm just thinking maybe it's worth a shot if you just reboot it really quick.
Well, then give me a minute.
Yeah, we will. No problem.
Yeah. Where we go?
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I mean, it just sounds bad, and it shouldn't sound that bad because he's got internet, so I don't know what's up. Yeah, so what did I saw? I've been watching the Homicide TV series because it's by the guys that did The Wire on HBO that still do The Wire.
I've not seen The Wire yet. I just actually I
You're
just saw
missing
my
like
first.
a great show, man. You should watch
You know,
it.
I want to, but I just saw my first episode of Dead Like Me, which I wasn't going to watch at all because I heard it's like really goofy, and then I saw it. I'm like, okay, I could. This is actually pretty good.
You just like the chick in the damn show.
Not really. She's really kind of like super ass skinny.
Did you hear they're making another Resident Evil?
A movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm so in, dude.
Yeah, it's got the chick from Heroes in it too, the schizophrenic chick, Allie Larder.
I haven't seen Heroes yet.
And of course Mila is back in it, so it's two chicks. I'm not sure what it's about though, but yep, there's another one coming out.
Awesome.